We're now going to take a look at equation number 4 from your handout. Take a moment to record the original equation onto your paper, so hit pause, come back when you're ready. Okay, so recall the steps to balancing redox equations. We're going to follow these steps in order 1 through 7. So let's go. Step number 1, you assign oxidation states to everything. Copper here by himself, solo, he's going to be the same as the charge, so it's 0. I know that oxygen is -2. Sulfur, I have to calculate. Sulfur plus the 4 oxygens has to give me a total of -2. So it's sulfur minus 8 is equal to -2. This sulfur has to be a +6. Copper on the product side is going to be a +2. And then again here I got oxygen, -2, so this sulfur has to be a +4. Step number 2, identify what is oxidized. So for oxidation, that means losing electrons. The oxidation number is increasing. So I'm examining all of my elements and seeing how their oxidation numbers have changed from reactant to product side. And I notice here that, hey, the copper went from a 0 up to a +2. That is an increase in the number. That's your oxidation half reaction. There's 1 copper atom and it changed by 2 electrons. So that gives me 2 electrons lost. Step 3, repeat this process for the reduction part. The sulfur went from a +6 down to a +4. Oxidation number decreased. So the sulfur is reduced. Number decreased. That's my reduction. There is 1 sulfur atom. It changed by 2 electrons, so I have 2 electrons gained. Now, next step, balance the electrons. Compare your loss to your gain. I have 2 loss, I have 2 gain. Oh boys, they're already balanced. Check, check. I don't need to do anything with those coefficients, just leave them as they are. We're good. Next step, balance your oxygens. I have 4 oxygens on the left, 2 oxygens on the right, so I need to add 2 more oxygens to the product side, and so I do that by adding 2 waters. Next step, balance your hydrogens. I now have 4 hydrogens on the product side, so I have to add 4 hydrogen ions to the reactant side. Clean this up a bit. 4 hydrogen ions plus copper solid plus sulfate ion yields copper 2 plus sulfur dioxide and 2 waters. Final step. Please always double check your answer. Make sure you're balanced for atoms. Make sure you're balanced for charge. Atoms look great. We have the same number of oxygens both sides, same number of sulfurs, same number of coppers, same number of hydrogens. Check, 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 check. Check your charges too. On the reactant side, I have +4 from the hydrogens, 0 from the copper, -2 from the sulfate. That gives me a total of +2. On the product side, I have +2 from the copper, 0 from the sulfur dioxide, and 0 from the water. That gives me a total of +2. Charges, check, check. Yes, this is my final answer.